He closed his eyes, the world faded. A gentle breeze whispered through the window. All was calm, all was quiet. He drifted into sleep. The day's worries dissolved. His dreams were filled with laughter. His wife smiled. His children played. Life was simple. Life was good. His breath came easily, slow and deep. He was lost in a sea of tranquility. He was unaware of the storm brewing. He was about to awaken to a nightmare. He woke with a start. A deafening roar shook the room. Smoke filled the air. He choked, gasping for breath. Where was he? He stumbled to the window. Buildings lay in ruins. Fires raged in the distance. The sky was black with smoke. This was not his city. This was hell. Panic surged through him. His family. Where was his family? The phone lines were dead. The streets were deserted. He was alone. Days blurred into nights. He searched tirelessly through bombed-out buildings, through refugee camps, through the ashes of his former life. Each day brought fresh horrors. The stench of death clung to the air. The cries of the wounded echoed through the ruins. Hope dwindled with every passing hour. He clung to memories, their laughter, their smiles, their love. These memories fueled his search. He refused to give up, not yet. He found them in the ruins of their home, buried beneath the rubble, their faces frozen in eternal sleep, his heart shattered. The world fell silent. The chaos around him faded to a whisper. He was alone, utterly alone. His family was gone. He sank to his knees. Tears streamed down his face. He had nothing left, no hope, no future, only the ghosts of yesterday. Section 5. A flicker of hope. He wandered aimlessly, lost in grief, numb to the world around him. Then he saw her. She was tending to the wounded. Her touch was gentle. Her eyes held a quiet strength. He was drawn to her. She offered him food, water, a kind word. It was the first spark of warmth he had felt in days. He clung to it desperately. Section 6. A day in the sun. They spent the day together, sharing stories, sharing silences, sharing the burden of survival. For a brief moment, the war faded away. They found beauty in the ruins, a single flower pushing through the concrete, the laughter of children playing in the ashes, the warmth of the sun on their faces. It was a perfect day, an island of peace in a sea of madness. For the first time since the nightmare began, he felt a flicker of hope. Section 7, back to reality. Exhausted, he fell asleep beside her. Her presence was a comfort. He dreamt of peaceful days, of laughter and love, of his family. He woke with a start. The sun streamed through his bedroom window. Birds sang, children laughed in the distance. Was it all a dream? He rushed to his children's room. They were there, safe, sound asleep. He embraced them tightly. Relief washed over him. It was a dream, a terrible, vivid dream. Section 8. Lingering doubts. He went to his wife, held her close, the familiar scent of her hair, the warmth of her body. It was real. He was home. But the dream lingered. The memories were too vivid, the emotions too raw. Had it really been a dream? Or a glimpse into another reality? He looked at his family, their faces filled with love. He clung to them, to this life, to this reality. But a seed of doubt had been planted. Section 9. The weight of what might have been. Life returned to normal. The nightmare faded, but it never truly disappeared. It lurked in the shadows, a constant reminder. He held his family closer, appreciated every moment. He carried the weight of the dream, the weight of what might have been. He learned to cherish the present, to never take his loved ones for granted. For he knew deep down that even in the darkest of times, there was always a glimmer of hope, a reason to keep fighting, a reason to keep living.